Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NMNTS Grand National Series. This is going to be the first race in the chase for the championship here at the visitmyrtlebeach.com 300. I'm Tom Vanas up in the booth with Dory Zell and Tom Jenks for No Breaks TV. We'll be broadcasting you out tonight. These boys are getting ready to go green here for qualifying in the next minute or two. We're just getting on board, going over a few things. Dewey, welcome aboard again tonight. Looking forward to doing this race with you here at Kentucky. It looks like we are going to have 165 laps of racing at this 1.5 mile four-turn oval in Kentucky under the lights.
It should be a good evening here. We're getting ready to roll into qualifying, as you said, Tom. Looks about 21 drivers on hand with us here this evening. So a little over half the field are going to be drivers in the chase.
Yeah, going through that list, Dewey, it looks like right now leading the points is Mike Bruno. He drives for SimSpec PC Towers as well as Tyler Justice. He will be running, he is currently listed second in the championship points. Tied for first, actually. David Levine is also in the chase. Zach Lindgren, Spence Thompson, Jason Alexandru, Andrew Cardinelli the fourth, David Heiza, Gordon Larson Jr., Craig Lerman, and the 11th and 12th position picked up by Michael Redding and Derek Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to go over to qualifying here any minute. The general order of qualifying will be start with the slowest time in practice. That would be John Barron and Derek Robinson should be the first two cars on the track this evening. Looks like right now the number 69 of John Barron, who is currently running an American Revolutionary Clothing Ford Mustang number 69 this evening. He will be our first qualifier out on the track, ladies and gentlemen, as he stages his car at the end of the pit road, getting the call to go out.
He'll be joined on track by the 818 of Derek Robinson.
And John Barron will be coming out of turn 4, coming across the green flag checker line to pick up his first green flag lap as he drives her off into corner number 1 at 184 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen.
Derek Robinson just coming across to take his first green flag lap here for qualifying.
John Barron's first lap will be a 31 with an 014. Obviously, first lap on the track will be a quick time at this moment.
Derek Robinson will better that time with a 36.39 on his first lap. John Barron's second lap was slower. Derek Robinson's second lap slower as well. So quick time will stand at a 36.39 right now for the 818 of Derek Robinson. Next out onto the racing surface, and the number 43, that is Craig Learman. Another one of the drivers in the chase. He'll be joined by the 2 of Evel Knievel, Michael Redding. Craig Learman comes by to take the green flag of his qualifying time. If you tuned in last night, a little bit of the same deal tonight. You'll see that yellow-green on the splitter, spoiler, numbers, sun visor. That will indicate your chase drivers here. Michael Redding also taking the green flag. He is in the chase, just did not have his car updated for the race here this evening. Craig Learman's first lap, 31.153. That is third quickest currently. Evel Knievel comes across for his first lap. He is going to clock in at a 37.29. That is second quick currently. Second lap for the 43 of Craig Learman as he crosses the stripe. A little bit slower, 31.378. He'll remain fourth quick. Michael Redding looking to try and take the top spot from Derek Robinson as he comes across the stripe now. Michael Redding, 31.003. First lap was quicker. He'll remain second quick. Next out in the Cherries Badass Beef Jerky number 72, that's Kenneth Jones. He'll be joined by the 22 Snap-on Camry. That's the old man, Billy Hargrove. Kenneth Jones coming around to pick up his first of 2 timed laps here. Ken will come across the stripe fourth quick, 31.025.
Number 22 of Billy Hargrove, the fisherman, one half of Go Fast Motorsports in the Snap-on Camry tonight. Is just ran a 30.741 in his first timed lap.
Ken's first lap is faster, so he'll remain fifth quick, 31.025.
Billy Hargrove comes across with the 30.741. His time will currently hold for third quickest.
Next out on the racing surface, the number 35 DeWalt sponsored Camaro. That's Sawyer Ott. He'll be joined by another one of the drivers in the chase in the number 5 machine. That's Jason Alexander.
Jason Alexander currently running his unsponsored white Chevrolet Camaro in the number 5. He just picks up the green flag coming by now, so he'll be coming out of the exit of turn 2 as he carries about 158 miles an hour speed through the center of the corner as he gets back up to speed coming into turn 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Sawyer's first lap, 30.910. That'll put him 4th quick currently.
Jason Alexander comes across the start-finish line for completing his first qualifying lap at a 30.965. That'll be good enough for 5th quickest.
.35 Sawyer Rock comes across, pick up the checkered flag on his qualifying time. He'll clock in a 39.91, almost identical laps, and he'll remain 4th quick.
And Jason Alexander shuts her down coming out of turn 4 as he gets a little bit of a spin. That will do it for him. So his first lap will be the time that he goes with, and that was a 30.965, good enough for 5th quickest.
Next out in the number 23 Monster Toyota Camry, that is Jason Burgess. He'll be joined by the number 85 TN Designs Mustang of Zach Lindgren, another one of your chase drivers. Jason Burgess first lap, 30.644. That'll put him 2nd quick on the board currently. A new quick time, the 85 Zach Lindgren, 35.98 as Jason Burgess hits the wall, coming to pick up the checkered flag, so his first lap will remain his time lap, now 3rd quickest. Quicker on the 2nd lap for the 85 Zach Lindgren, 35.01. Now on to the racing surface and the TN Designs number 81 Mustang. That's Andrew Cardinale, another driver in the chase here this evening. Also joined on track by the 114 of Jared Beasley.
'81 Andrew Cardinale in the Diamond Gusset Ford Mustang comes down, takes the green flag as he dives her into turn 1 and be coming up out on the backstretch. '81 will complete his first lap, good enough for 4th quickest with 30.692 as he tries to get a little bit more in the 2nd lap, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if he's able to pick up.
Jared Beasley comes across for his first of 2 time laps. He'll clock in 2nd quick, 36.05.
And the 81 second lap is not quickest. Very similar number, 30.706. So he will stay fifth quickest with the 30.692. That is the 81 of Andrew Cardinale in the Diamond Gusset Ford Mustang.
Jared Beasley's second lap almost identical, 36.91. So he'll remain second quick currently on the board.
Another chase contestant coming on the track. That will be David Heisen, the number 62 Bounce Ford Mustang.
Also on track in the unsponsored, but looking for sponsors, number 77, that's Cody West.
'62 David Heisen will start out the chase in sixth position based on points and finishes throughout the year. That being said, he's also tied currently with Jason Alexander, Andrew Cardinale, Gordon Larson, Craig Lerman, and Michael Redding, as well as Derek Robinson. His first lap coming across will be a 30 with a 7.57, good enough for eighth quickest for David Heisen, the number 62 Bounce Ford Mustang.
Cody West first lap, 35.79. That is second quick currently.
And David Heisen will finish out with a little bit quicker second lap. He will be currently seventh quickest with a 30.725.
Cody West's second lap, a little bit slower, 37.37, so he'll remain second quick. Quick time again, the 85, Zach Lindgren of a 30.501. Next out on the racing surface are going to be two of your drivers in the chase. The 89 of Spence Thompson, the American Revolutionary Clothing Chevy Camaro. He'll be joined by ARCA Series winner for the first time on last Sunday, the 00 Gordon Larson Jr.
Gordon Larson Jr. running the Cheer Chevrolet Camaro tonight. That seems to be a pattern tonight, or a theme with the HRL Motorsports team. Those guys in the chase are all running laundry detergent themed sports cars.
The 89 of Spence Thompson almost loses it, and he will spin it around coming out of turn number 4. Not what Spence Thompson was looking for to start the chase here in the Grand National Series.
Gordon Larson Jr. in the 00 Chevy Camaro will pick his first lap. Will be a 30.644, good enough for sixth quickest. He's going to have to pick up to improve. His practice time was a 30.552, so was fifth quickest in practice. So he's got a little bit of work to do to get back up to where he needs to be in the starting position. And Gordon Larson Jr. will finish quickest time he ran in those two laps was a 30.644, good enough for sixth position.
Spence Thompson will get no time here this evening. Well, that'll put him behind the 8 ball to start the chase here at Kentucky.
That it will do. That'll force him to start at the back of every single driver on here that has qualified with a lap time tonight.
Next out, in the number 19 SimSpec PC Chevrolet Camaro, that is Mike Bruno.
Also joining him on the track, Dewey, is the number 13 Chevy Camaro of PJ Popham. We've missed PJ for the last couple races. Good to see he's back in and running. Oh, and the 13 of PJ Popham coming out of turn 2 on his first lap, kisses the wall, so that'll nullify his first qualifying lap. We'll see if he's able to pick it up for PJ Popham on the second lap as he gets loose coming across the start-finish line down into the grass.
Meanwhile, Mike Bruno now quick time 34.54, and he's going to pull it into the infield for the second lap and go ahead and accept that quick time.
Now coming on the track is the other half of the SimSpec PC Towers team, Tyler Justice in the number 7 Chevrolet Camaro.
Joining him in the number 17 No Brakes TV HRL Motorsports Toyota Camry, that's Alan Westman.
So 7 comes across, takes a green flag at the finish line, running 185 miles per hour. He dives her into turn 1 at 188, ladies and gentlemen. And he kisses the wall coming out of turn 2 on his first lap. Seven comes through, does not complete a time as he had an incident kissing the outside of turn 2 wall. So let's see if he's able to put a clean lap down this time, ladies and gentlemen.
Alan Westman comes across for the first of 2. He clock in second quick, 38.48. Alan needs to improve just a little bit to try and knock Mike Bruno off of the top spot.
Tyler Justice completes his second lap with a 30.771. That will be good enough for 13th quickest for Tyler Justice. I am sure that's not what he wanted to get out of these qualifying laps, Dewey, but that's where he's going to be B.
Alan Westman coming down pit road here. We're going to just take one lap, save the equipment for the race. Clocked in second quick, 34.84. Mike Bruno, quick time, 34.54.
Now on the track, ladies and gentlemen, the number 88 of Bradley Wilson in the Mighty Mouse Toyota Camry. And the 88 of Bradley Wilson in the Mighty Mouse Toyota Camry comes through turn 4 on exit, gets her back up to speed, lets her drift off the track. And he was able to complete a first lap of 30.755, good enough for 13th quickest.
Bradley does need to improve here on his second lap if he wants to start up front. Track position always key at the start of any race. Bradley comes off of turn number 4. See if he can improve here on lap number 2. Comes across the stripe a little bit quicker. 36.94. That'll put him 10th quick.
And that will do it for qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Our TN Designs Pole Award winner tonight will be the number 19 Simspec PC Tower, Mike Bruno, ladies and gentlemen.
Here with Mike Bruno, the winner of tonight's pole award yet again. Mike, another fast lap. Looking forward to a good first race in the chase, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love this track. I love this place. Just hoping for a good, clean race and be there at the end.
As we found out last race yesterday in the hunt, it was starting off in the front is the place to be, and pretty much those guys who were out there all day. So, congratulations on this pole, Mike. Anybody you want to thank out there tonight?
Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. Want to thank my sponsor, SimSpec, as always. Go to simspec.com. Check out their PCs. They're great. Thank you guys for what you do. Thank Michael and Bradley for the league, and thank all my teammates on MR Motorsports. And just want to say congratulations to everybody in this chase, man. Everybody's been doing a great job, and I hope we all finish great and have a good rest of the season.
Well, thanks for joining us up here, Mike. We definitely look forward to tonight's race, and hopefully we'll be talking to you a little later this evening.
10-4. Sounds good.
A couple minutes before we go green flag racing here at Kentucky for the first race of the chase here in the NMNTS Tuesday Night Grand National Series. So now is a perfect time to go get something to drink, maybe something to snack on, use the bathroom, and get ready for some action-packed racing here at Kentucky.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to go green here. These cars will be gridding up in about the next minute and a half. You'll see them pop it onto the race surface. We want to thank you for joining us here tonight at the NMNTS Grand National race. This is the first race of the Chase to the Championship. It's the VisitMyrtleBeach.com 300. Also want to take time to thank our primary sponsors tonight, TNN Designs, for supporting the Pole Award winner, Mike Bruno, this evening in the SimSpec PC Taylor car. Also want to thank BA Graphics. Oil Can Hancock's Quality Goods, ladies and gentlemen. Go take a look at them at www.oilcanhancocks.com. They have some pretty cool fragrances out there for men this fall, so if you have any significant other getting ready to have a birthday or getting ready for an early Christmas present, go take a look at them, shop their site, and use the code Thunder17. Also want to give a big shout out to SimSpec PC Towers. Go visit them at www.simspec.com. They do one heck of a job creating PC towers for any of the sim features out there, whether you're going to be farming, racing, or flying. So go take a look at their website. They do a pretty good job putting together towers. Ken Younce and John Barron there.
Your lineup for tonight's race on the pole. You heard from a little while ago. That's the 19 of Mike Bruno to his outside. That's the 17 of Alan Westman. Row number 2, the 85 of Zach Lindgren, flanked to the outside by the 77 of Cody West. Row number 3, you got the 114. That's Jared Beasley. And to his outside in the 818, that'll be Derek Robinson. Right behind them in the number 23, that is Jason Burgess, and to his outside, scheduled to be the 00 of Gordon Larson Jr. Starting in the 9th position in the number 81, Andrew Cardinale, Bradley Wilson will start 10th, David Heiza will start 11th, Michael Redding 12th, Billy Hardgrove 13th, Tyler Justice 14th, Sawyer Ott 15th, Jason Alexander 16th, John Barron 17th, Kenneth Young 18th, Craig Learman 19th, Spence Thompson 20th, PJ Popham 21st. Well, here we go. Race control getting them all bunched up through turns 3 and 4. And we will be getting underway here at Kentucky. Pace car pulls on to pit road. And they wait for the command to go green. And the green flag is out, and we are underway at Kentucky. Mike Bruno pulls out to the early lead. Zach Lindgren able to wrestle second away from the 17 of Alan Westman. Right behind them, a pretty good battle going on between the 114 of Jared Beasley and the 77 of Cody West.
Another decent battle going on the track right now will be the 818 of Derek Robinson and the 81 of Andrew Cardinale. Looks like that position's going to be for 7th and 8th place. Looks like Andrew Cardinale is going to capture that position at the flag, ladies and gentlemen.
A little bit further back, Michael Redding battling with David Heisen. A battle of households is the 00 Gordon Larson Jr. on the outside, Tyler Justice on the inside.
Right now we got a pretty solid battle coming in. We got Tyler Justice on the inside. Just in front of him, off his right front fender, is David Heisen in the number 62. Tyler Justice trying to get back to the front after a subpar qualifying performance, based on his standards, I'm sure. As he moves to the bottom, he's able to take the position away from the 00 of Gordon Larson Jr.
I apologize, having a little bit of technical difficulties here, but you should be seeing the live video of the race here any moment. Mike Bruno is your leader. Zach Lindgren in second, not too far behind, about 4/10 back. And Alan Westman in third. He's under fire from Jared Beasley. Jason Burgess rounds out your top 5. A little bit of contact between the 5 Jason Alexander, 00 of Gordon Larson Jr. in turns 1 and 2. That's going to allow the 89 of Spence Thompson to work on the inside of Jason Alexander. And Craig Learman also there trying to advance position. All 4 of these drivers are in the chase.
So we have a spinner coming off of turn 4, Dewey, across the grass.
Turns 3 and 4, PJ Popham gets into the 88 of Bradley Wilson. Bradley able to hang on. A great piece of driving there by Bradley Wilson.
Just before that incident, ladies and gentlemen, the 818 of Derek Robinson from HRL Motorsports got a little loose coming off turn 4 and spun through the grass. He's been able to gather her back up, get back on the track, and get her back up to speed as we speak. He'll be coming down the backstretch, but that's going to cost him in the standing so far, being one of those chase drivers. He will drop down to the 20th position.
Mike Bruno is still your leader. Zach Lindgren second. Alan Westman third. Jared Beasley fourth. Jason Burgess fifth. No change in your top 5. The 77 of Cody West trying to gain on the 23 of Jason Burgess, but take that 5th spot away. And Andrew Cardinale is right behind Cody West. And he's trying to advance as much as he can, as he is one of the chase drivers.
We've got a pretty good battle going on back here between the 62, David Heisen, 13, PJ Popham, and the 12 of Michael Redding, Evil Knievel. As Michael Redding gets passed by 13 and tries to crossover coming out of turn 4, and he's able to get that position back across the start-finish line as he drops the bottom in turn 1 and is running in the 10th position.
Slowly but surely, the 85 of Zach Lindgren is beginning to reel in your leader of Mike Bruno. He has now cut the lead down to 0.2 of a second. The 85 is on the move. Andrew Cardinale looking for the 5th position as he is on the inside of the 23 of Jason Burgess in 1 and 2, and he will complete that pass. And right behind them is Cody West, and now coming into the picture is the 7 of Tyler Justice. We have a battle up front. Mike Bruno on the inside. Zach Lindgren trying to make the outside work. He pulls up side by side going into turns 1 and 2. Mike Bruno will get the advantage on the inside, but the 85 Zach Lindgren has caught the 19 of Mike Bruno here down the back straightaway. He's going to look to the inside and try and take the lead in 3 and 4. Zach completes the pass. Mike Bruno goes for the crossover. He will not have enough. Zach Lindgren did lead that lap, but Mike Bruno is going to get him here in 1 and 2 as he sets a pick with the 818 of Derek Robinson to put him a lap down and take the lead back from the 85 Zach Lindgren.
Don't look now, do we? But the 7 of Tyler Justice, who started 14th, is moving up 7 positions so far to gain the top 10. He's currently running 7th in an attempt to run down the 6th place car right now of Jason Burgess. Excuse me, Andrew Cardinale, as he's been able to get by Jason Burgess. And just as I was talking about that, Andrew Cardinale in the 81 is able to get by the 114 of Jared Beasley. As we come into turn 3, Tyler Justice gets up to his bumper. He dives to the bottom, trying to make up the headway coming through. On the exit of turn 4, it gets closer to his bumper coming across the stripe, but Jared Beasley will hang on to that position.
Zach Lindgren and Mike Bruno literally tied at the line last time by. They gave the lead to Zach Lindgren. The time of difference 0.000.
Coming down the backstretch, Tyler Justice, number 7, drops to the bottom, entering into turn 3, and he's going to take that position away on exit from the 114 of Jared Beasley as he continues to move up the charts. That move's going to move him up to 5th position now, starting in 14th.
Zach Lindgren has finally worked his way past Mike Bruno, able to open up a little bit of a gap between him and the number 19 SimSpec machine of Mike Bruno. Alan Westman able to close the gap a little bit as these two were battling, as he's starting to enter the picture running in 3rd.
One of our chase drivers, Gordon Larson Jr., not having the best night so far. He started 8th on the grid, is back to 16th. He is currently in the battle with number 72, Ken Younce, for that 16th position. So far, Gordon's able to hold him off, see if he can't get his momentum back underneath him and start making a charge towards the front.
Biggest mover of the race, PJ Popham, started 21st, made his way all the way to 9th. And he's now working on the 23 of Jason Burgess to try and get into the 8th position. But the 13 is on the march from last through the field.
Looks like right now, doing Jack Lingard in the 85 TN Designs rig has been able to extend his lead out to 0.6 of a second last time by. We'll see what he does this time by the green flag as these drivers cross the start finish, and he has opened up a lead to 0.762. Alan Westman currently running third right behind Mike Bruno, just 0.3 back of him, 1 second off the lead. He seems to be trying to move a raid, and he's going to be challenging shortly for second position.
Right now, Zach Lingard's still your leader. Mike Bruno second. Running in the third position, Alan Westman not too far behind from Mike Bruno. And fourth is Andrew Cardinale, and fifth is now Tyler Justice. And PJ Popham was able to get by the 23 of Jason Burgess, and now he is stalking the 114 of Jared Beasley. That battle will be for 7th as PJ Popham is really reeling these guys in quickly here. Through turns 1 and 2, he completely closed the gap between him and the 114, and he's going to try and get by him here in 3 and 4.
This next time by, we will have completed 30 laps of 65 laps here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. And we have run green since the start of the drop of the flag. These guys are just motoring around, taking care of their equipment. A few minor incidents out there, but no major problems so far on the racetrack.
Mike Bruno into the wall allows the 17 of Alan Westman to get by for second. Mike Bruno trying to regain that momentum and not lose any more positions as Andrew Cardinale is now reeling him in, and that'll be for third. Mike Bruno does have right side damage. We'll see if that affects his car in any way, shape, or form the longer this green flag run goes.
Yeah, right now with that little bit of right side damage, that's going to affect the aero a little bit of Mike Bruno's car there, Dewey. I would imagine he's probably hoping for a caution to come pretty quick so he can get down pit road and maintain his position and get a little bit of that damage fixed when he has a chance.
The two cars who did not get time here this evening in qualifying are your two biggest movers. It seems like PJ Popham is separating the field and Spence Thompson's just following him right along. PJ started 21st, he's up to 7th. Spence started 20th, and he is up to the 8th position. It seems the damage is affecting the 19 of Mike Bruno as the 81 of Andrew Cardinale was able to run him down. Now looking to the inside here in turns 3 and 4, trying to take over the third spot from Mike Bruno.
Well, those guys battle side by side, Dewey. That's going to allow the 7 of Tyler Justice to inch his way back up to try to get back up to the. He is running currently in the 5th position. Try to get back up and take one of these positions away from one of these drivers. I'm sure he's got his eyes wide open on the 19 and the 81 battling in front of him. So we run down through the field. The last time by, the green stripe of the flagpole, you got Zach Lindgren, our leader, Alan Westman, the number 17 out of Gisborne, Minnesota, in 2nd position. Andrew Cardinelli running 3rd. Mike Bruno running 4th. Tyler Justice is 5th. Cody West in the 77 is 6th. Number 13 of PJ Popham is 7th. Spence Thompson in the 89 American Revolutionary Clothing Rig is running 8th. Jason Burses in the Monster Ridge running 9th. David Heise of HRL Motorsports running 10th. Jared Beasley in the number 114, 11th. Number 5 of Jason Alexander running 12th. 88 of Bradley Wilson running 13th. The 72 of Ken Younce in the Badass Beef Jerky cars running 14th. Michael Redding 15th. Craig Lerman is 16th, and the 43 is Gordon Larson Jr. is running 17th. Number 35 of Sawyer Ott is 18th. And the number 22, the old man, Billy Hargrove, currently running 19th. And Derek Robinson, the 818, currently 1 lap down, running 20th. And the 69 of John Barron has brought his car to the hauler, ladies and gentlemen. The way these boys are running tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are up to see several green flag pit stops potentially. I think we should have one coming up here in the next 5 to 10 laps, so keep an eye out for that, and you'll see these drivers duck off the pit road periodically and get some fresh Goodyear tires, a full tank of fuel, and get back out there and try to make up as much time on the track as they can.
Spence Thompson able to get by the 13 of PJ Popham. That was for the 7th position. Spence trying to get to the front as fast and as best as he possibly can, being one of the drivers in the chase.
As we've seen over the course of this 40-lap run, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen these drivers start to get pretty spaced out throughout this run. We've got a few drivers back here in the back that are competing for a couple positions pretty close. Looks like right now Bradley Wilson and Kenneth Younce in the 72 are battling for that 14th position right now. As well as Gordon Larson Jr., the 00, as he gives up the position to the high side car of the number 88, Bradley Wilson.
Alan Westman slowly reeling in Zach Lindgren. He was up to a 1-second gap between the two. Alan Westman has chopped that down to 0.4 of a second and still closing in on Zach Lindgren. Cody West able to get by Mike Bruno. That is for the 5th position. Ever since Mike got into the wall there, and he tags the wall again there at turn number 2, Spence Thompson going to sneak by Mike Bruno for position as well. Mike Bruno struggling right now here at Kentucky.
So it looks now, Dewey, the number 17, Alan Westman, has gotten to the bumper of the 85, Zach Lindgren. He's going to be challenging for the lead here. As he comes out of the exit of turn 4, right on his bumper, he drops to the bottom. He tries to make a move to get underneath him.
Your pole sitter, Mike Bruno, going to lose another position in turns 3 and 4. That's to the 13, PJ Pop, and Mike Bruno trying to battle back on the outside. This is definitely not what he wants to see here at Kentucky. As if he loses this position, he'll fall back to the 8th spot.
Yeah, definitely do. Obviously, those 2 little bumps into the wall have cost Mike Bruno some serious speed out on the racetrack. So I'm getting ready. It looks like right now the second place car of Alan Westman is driving down to pit road. He is coming in early to get his wheels, fresh 4 Goodyears and a full tank of fuel. One of the things these guys need to keep an eye on when they're coming off turn 4 and going into this pit stop, they're going to really have to be careful exiting pit road. It's tough to get on here and holding up the brakes. It'll be interesting to see if the second place car pitting, Dewey, requires any of these other guys to make their pit stop sooner than they had planned on and try to come down as soon as they can. So once Alan Westman gets on the track with those fresh tires, he's going to be running some pretty quick laps in comparison to the leaders, so he has quite a bit of time he'll be able to make up if they stay out much longer on these worn tires.
Nobody else showing signs of coming down pit road just yet.
This next time by, we will have 117 laps remaining in this 165 laps race, ladies and gentlemen. That's coming up on 49 straight green flag laps. One heck of a run for these talented drivers in the NMNTS series.
Alan Westman needs to catch his teammate in the 818, Derek Robinson, in order to be the first car 1 lap down. Alan was having a great run, running down the leader, decided to come down pit road a little bit early, maybe try and do a little bit of a strategy finish here to the race at Kentucky. Alan has a little bit of work to do to be the first car 1 lap down.
Yeah, at the stripe, Alan Westman's going to be about 7.5 seconds behind your leader, Zach Lindgren, so he's got all that time to make up, preferably before any kind of a caution comes out, to be able to be that first car 1 lap down, Dewey.
The next car right in front of him is the 818 of Derek Robinson, as Alan Westman really closing the gap between the two. And he's going to fly right on by Derek Robinson, and now Allen should be the first car 1 lap down if a caution does come out. Mike Bruno on pit road along with Heise. Is Adrian Cardinale able to work past the 85 of Zach Lindgren for the lead out of turn number 4? Give it to the 81 of Andrew Cardinale. Mike Bruno and David Heise both now leaving pit road.
Looks like Alan Westman's been able to bite into that time. It looks like he's down to about 4.5 seconds behind the leader to get back on his lead lap, which will come at some point, ladies and gentlemen, once the leader decides to pit. So hopefully Alan's able to hang on to his tires. We have a couple other cars now on pit road. The 818 and the 88 of Bradley Wilson are also taking the time to pit, as comes in the 77 of Cody West.
Tyler Justice able to get by the 85 of Zach Lindgren. That is for the second position.
And at this rate, ladies and gentlemen, that 17 car of Alan Westman is making up a whole lot of time on the track under these green flag runs with these guys out on older tires. Should be coming up and approaching the 81 here within the next corner. That will put him back on the lead lap. But something to think about, when these other cars or these other drivers decide to take their pit stops, that's going to put them one lap down as well.
Alan Westman just blows the doors off the 81 of Andrew Cardinale on the outside, and Alan will put himself back on the lead lap the hard way.
Give you an idea, Dewey, your leader, Andrew Cardinale's last lap was a 32.642. Well, Alan Westman on those fresh tires ran a 31.37, a full second per lap faster. Now, out on the track, for those of you ladies and gentlemen not sure, every second's worth about 300 feet.
'77 of Cody West almost looping it in 3 and 4. Going to try and hang on. Taps the inside wall right near pit road. No massive damage done to the 77. And he'll take it back into the pit area and get that checked out.
Now come to pit road, we have the 114 of Jared Beasley.
Double zero of Gordon Larson Jr. right in front of him, also on pit road.
Tyler Justice on pit road, and the 85 of Zach Lindgren makes his pit stop, ladies and gentlemen. So once all these green flag pit stops are complete, it'll be interesting to see who shakes out as our leader. And it looks like the 81 of Andrew Cardinale, the fourth, he will hit pit road as well, followed by Spence Thompson in the 89.
Jason Burgess will also come down pit road. That'll surrender the lead to the 13 of PJ Popham.
And here's that car that pitted 1 or 2 laps early here, or 5 laps earlier than these other boys. 17, Alan Westman's coming across the start-finish line right now, as the 81 is currently sitting on pit road still. So he's going to have one huge advantage over these other drivers that still need to pit. Once they do come down, Alan Westman should be our leader by a significant amount.
Allen 14 seconds behind your leader, PJ Popham, as Allen is now shown in the second position. PJ should be coming down pit road here in the next couple of laps,
as he is the one car on the track right now, ladies and gentlemen, that has not pitted yet. That would be the 13 of PJ Popham.
PJ comes over control. He's going to come down pit road, and that'll give the lead to the 17 of Alan Westman.
With that change in PJ Popham taking his pit, that's going to give Alan Westman almost a 16-second lead over the number 5. Second lead over Mike Bruno in the number 19. This time by, ladies and gentlemen, Alan Westman is our leader. That is going to be Mark Bruno. Will be just about 11.4 seconds behind him in second place. And Tyler Justice in third will have 11.7 seconds to make up. Back down to the 81, Andrew Cardinale, he's 17.7 back. And Zach Lingren in the fifth position is 18.2 seconds back. So as you can see by the 17 making that early pit, ladies and gentlemen, he's been able to make up an entirely large amount of time on the track. It will just mean now, how long will it take these other drivers to catch up to him and maybe get by him with a little bit fresher tires?
Tyler Justice goes around the 19 of Mike Bruno for second position. And Tyler now has 11.2 seconds between him and the lead.
Looks like number 17, Alan Westman, kissed the wall coming off of turn 4 earlier, ladies and gentlemen, as he's got some pretty significant right front damage. That will definitely cost him as far as speed on the racetrack, so hopefully he's able to hold on as long as he can till a caution comes out on the racetrack, and he's able to get some of that fixed before the number 7 of Tyler Justice is able to catch him.
Tyler Justice eating into that monstrous lead that Alan Westman had by quite a bit, now down to 9.5 seconds. As Tyler comes across the stripe this time by, he puts it down to 8.9 seconds, so a little over half a second a lap Tyler Justice is reeling in the 17 of Alan Westman.
Now this time by start-finish line, last lap ran by the 17 of Alan Westman was a 32 with an 02. And Tyler Justice ran a 31.353. So he is, like you said, doing just almost a full second now faster than Alan Westman on the track.
PJ Popham works his way around the 17 of Alan Westman the hard way to get his lap back. Meanwhile, Tyler Justice now 7.6 seconds behind the 17 of Alan Westman. It is only a matter of time before the 7 takes the lead. And Tyler Justice still reeling in Alan Westman by about a half a second, give or take, per lap. So this is not a matter of if. I believe this is a matter of when Tyler Justice makes his way around Alan Westman for the lead.
Yeah, tough break for the 17. One just little lack of focus on the track, and it could cost you a pretty good solid lead. You know, this would have been a good opportunity for Alan Westman. Hopefully, he's able to get back to pit road and get some damage fixed when he gets a chance before he loses too much time, because, you know what, that little lack of focus right there could have just cost him a race win, Dewey. Especially if we stay green the remainder of the night.
It has been all green flag laps so far here at Kentucky. Alan Westman is your leader. Tyler Justice currently runs second, 4.9 seconds back now. Mike Bruno is running in the third position. Fourth, Andrew Cardinale. Fifth is Zach Lindgren. Sixth is Spence Thompson. Seventh, David Heise. Eighth, Bradley Wilson. Ninth, Jason Burgess. 10th, Craig Learman. 11th, PJ Popham, and that is all of the cars on the lead lap. And Tom, I've been watching the times. It's getting up to about a second per lap now that Tyler Justice is just chopping away at this lead of Alan Westman.
Yeah, it is something else. It's a little bit of focus is going to end up costing the kid the race. That's unfortunate, but Tyler Justice has been fast all night. He got mired in the back end of the start, so he started 14th. It's taken him a little while to get up. Now he's in second. That being said, Tui, of the cars currently one lap down, we have a couple chase drivers in there. That 00 Gordon Larson is one of them. It looks like Jason Alexander is another chase driver who's currently one lap down, as well as Derek Robinson. And Craig Lerman is currently running in 10th position in the 43 car.
Tyler Justice is going to have a little bit of work to do. He's 2.9 seconds back, but the two cars in front of him, the 114 of Jared Beasley, the 00 of Gordon Larson Jr., not only is that battle for position, but that is also for the lucky dog if a yellow does come out. These two have been side by side the past couple laps, really battling hard as Gordon Larson Jr. desperately needs to get by the 114 to make sure he is the first car one lap down, and Tyler Justice is going to have to try and find a way around both of these two in order to catch the 17 of Alan Westman.
I think we might start to see the lap times turn off just a little bit, Dewey, because at some point Tyler Justice's tires are going to go away to where they might just become a little balanced out between him and the 17. I do think that Tyler Justice is going to catch him in the 7 and make the pass at some point, because just the lap times right now for Alan Westman, last time by was a 32.22. This time by, coming by the start-finish line, it looks like he's going to run a 32.21, where our second place car of Tyler Justice ran a 31.787. So he's just about a half a second a lap faster now that he's catching up to some of this lap traffic.
Meanwhile, the 85 of Zach Lindgren coming to life once again, able to get around the 19 of Mike Bruno, now trying to chase down the third place car, 81 of Andrew Cardinale. Tyler Justice has cut lead down to 1.4 seconds. He has finally worked his way around the 00 of Gordon Larson Jr. He just needs to get by the 114 of Jared Beasley in order to catch Alan Westman, but the 114 of Jared Beasley is running down Alan Westman as we speak to try and get himself back on the lead lap, and that could mean trouble for your leader. Jared Beasley now working to the inside of your leader, the 17 of Alan Westman, trying to get himself back on the lead lap. And coming up to the back bumper of Alan Westman is the 7 of Tyler Justice.
Just that little bit of crack in the throttle to give the 114 the opportunity to get by is going to open up the door for the 7 of Tyler Justice. We have a new leader, ladies and gentlemen. With Jared Beasley able to get back on the lead lap, that leaves our first car one lap down to the 00 of Gordon Larson Jr. So if we were to be able to see a caution flag, he would be the lucky dog and he would be getting his lap back.
Tyler Justice really turning on the Jets right now. He is now 1.1 seconds ahead of Alan Westman, and he is only extending that gap between him and the rest of the field. The 43 of Craig Learman coming down pit road once again here. Not sure if this is scheduled or unscheduled. That'll put him one lap down.
To 17, Alan Westman runs the same pit window as last time. We will see him come by, and he should be coming back down pit road in the next 10 to 12 laps, Dewey. Although, depending on the gap behind him, he may try to stay out as long as he can and run this car and hope for a caution and be able to get to pit road and get these tire or this damage fixed.
Tyler Justice does have a 1.8 second advantage over Alan Westman. Tyler's really having a tough time getting by the 114 of Jared Beasley, as Jared is trying to do everything he can to hold him off and stay ahead of him and stay on the lead lap, as Gordon Larson Jr. is not far behind these two. Tyler is able to finally get by the 114 of Jared Beasley and put him one lap down. And now that allowed Gordon Larson Jr. to try and close that gap as they battle to be the first car one lap down if a caution does indeed fly here at Kentucky.
Last time by for the 17, Alan Westman, he's currently running in second position, ran a 30. Well, we'll check it right now as he comes past the start-finish line. He ran a 32.45, but the third place car of Andrew Cardinale ran a 32.012. So with that being said, he's 0.4 quicker than Alan Westman. He's making a charge to get back up to him to take away second place from him with just a little over 2.5 second gap at this point. Nice little battle shaping up behind the leader, number 7, Tyler Justice. You got the 00 of Gordon Larson Jr. and the number 114 of Jared Beasley. Both of those drivers are in the chase, and they are battling to become the first car one lap down, ladies and gentlemen. Gordon Larson's got a little bit of work to do to catch up to the 114. Nice little battle developing back here for 8th and 9th position. We got the 23 of Jason Burgess and the number 13 of PJ Popham. As PJ works on Jason Burgess, try to take away that 9th position as he goes over around him on the high side, come to the start-finish line.
Andrew Cardinale has reeled in the 17 of Alan Westman. That will be for second position, as Andrew looks to try and get by Alan here on this lap, as he has really closed the gap the past couple of laps between him and Alan Westman.
.43 of Greg Lerman on fresh tires just came by Jared Beasley in a rush, so he's making some time up out on the track. As you remember, he pitted about 5 laps ago.
The 81 of Andrew Cardinale able to get by Alan Westman down the back straightaway. Alan was able to pull up to his bumper, not able to make the pass here in 3 and 4. Right now, Allen is also under pressure from Zach Lindgren, as that will be for the 3rd position. The 17 starting to fall off a little bit here, as these guys with a little bit fresher tires able to make their way past the 17 of Allen Westman.
That should give the 17 a little bit of an opportunity to breathe and maybe cool down his tires a little bit, as he's got a 5-second. He is ahead of the number 89, Spence Thompson, by just about a little over four seconds until Spence is able to get to him. So it'll be interesting to see what time the 17 decides he wants to make the decision to come down pit road.
Tyler Justice currently has a pretty commanding lead over the rest of the field. 5.3 seconds last time by the stripe. Andrew Cardinale is now coming across the start-finish line. He is 5.4 seconds back, so give or take a tenth. Tyler Justice has a pretty good gap over the rest of the field. Andrew Cardinale is running 2nd. Zach Lindgren 3rd. Allen Westman now 4th. And Spence Thompson is in 5th.
Yeah, that last lap by Tyler Justice was a tenth faster than Andrew Cardinale in that lap. Let's see what he does this lap as the 7 of Tyler Justice comes by the start-finish line right now in the SimSpec PC Tower rig. He runs a 32.63 as Andrew Cardinale comes by and runs a 32.36. So Andrew Cardinale increases by 3/10 quicker that last lap.
62 of David Heisen now coming down pit road. Should be the final stop of the evening for him. The 13 of PJ Popham was also on pit road there, as he is now 1 lap down as well.
On the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen, Gordon Larson in the 00 has been able to get by the 114 of Jared Beasley, meaning the first car 1 lap down. Currently running in 9th position. Just 8 cars on the lead lap. The last car on the lead lap right now is the 88th of Bradley Wilson.
The gap remains about the same between Tyler Justice and Andrew Cardinale, 4.7 seconds between the two of them. Zach Lindgren in 30 is 5.4 seconds back. Spence Thompson is starting to close the gap between himself and Allen Westman.
One of the cars, Julie, we haven't had a chance to talk about lately is the number 19 of Mike Bruno. He's dropped back to the 6th position, currently 13 seconds back of the leader. He's got 1 car behind him, 11 seconds back. Jason Burgess is the next car on the lead lap, the last car on the lead lap, where Gordon Larson Jr. is in 8th position and Jason Burgess is running 7th. So Tyler Justice is putting a working on these drivers out here tonight. As the last time by, he was in the lead by 4.7 seconds.
Bradley Wilson came down pit road. He's back on the racing surface, probably for the final time this evening, barring any yellows flying here towards the end of this race. I know a lot of these guys that were up front really stretched it as far as they possibly could go before they came down pit road, so maybe they're trying to make it on one stop. I'm not sure if that'll be possible with us not having any yellows, but we'll see if anyone really tries to push the limits of their race car here tonight.
Looks like right now, we have the number 17, Alan Westman, just hits pit road to come in to get service done for his number 17 No Brakes Television Toyota Camry. That'll be 4 tires and fuel for the 17. Alan Westman, ladies and gentlemen, he is off pit road, getting ready to merge back onto the racing surface.
We should see quite a few guys starting to come down pit road. The 19 of Mike Bruno is going to follow the 72 of Kenneth Younts down pit road.
This time by, ladies and gentlemen, that'll leave 54 laps to go here at Kentucky Motor Speedway in the first race of the chase at the visitmyrtlebeach.com 300. Well, we have a moment during this long green flag run, and we're seeing some green flag pit stops come down. This looks like Tyler Justice, the leader, is coming on the pit road right now, ladies and gentlemen. So I wanted to touch base with you all about some of our sponsors tonight. First and foremost, I want to thank TN Designs for sponsoring our pole award this evening, and also BA Graphics being on board, race in, race out. A couple other sponsors we want to touch base with is Motor Sims Racing Magazine. Go check them out at www.motorsimsracing.com. Ladies and gentlemen, they are one of our title providers and sponsors of the series. And 2 other sponsors that I want to mention while we have an opportunity to is Oil Can Hancock's Quality Goods. And as I'm here talking, ladies and gentlemen, looks like 100% of all of our leaders currently are on pit road for their service. So it'll be
Looks
interesting
like
to see,
Andrew
ladies and gentlemen.
Cardinale overshot pit box there.
If we stay green, ladies and gentlemen, this should be the last stop for all of these drivers. Just getting back to our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen, Oil Can Hancock's Quality Goods. Go take a look at them at www.oilcanhancocks.com. Use their code Thunder17 to purchase yourself or significant other some fragrance, maybe for an early Christmas present or something like that. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, we have caution on the Speedway.
Alan Westman in turns 1 and 2 just loses the control of the car. PJ Popham barely misses him, collects a little piece of Mike Bruno. Well, the first caution of the evening on lap 115. As everybody just came down pit road for green flag pit stops. Got a couple guys coming down pit road. The 19 of Mike Bruno, the 5 Jason Alexander. Looks like David Heise, Craig Learman, Alan Westman. As I'm sure Mike Bruno and Alan Westman both wanting to come down pit road, get some of that damage fixed. And they hope that this will stay green the rest of the way and they can really make up some ground with a little bit fresher tires than the rest of them.
Yeah, I definitely do. I think that's going to be the goal for both of these drivers out there. Try to get as much damage fixed as possible while on pit road. I don't think they had a whole lot of damage there. It looks like they were both able to get off pretty quick, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of run they can make to the front. We're going to have 47 laps to go by the time we go back green, so it should be interesting. One long green flag run left, maybe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was one heck of a run. Our first caution of the evening came at 100 and lap 116 of 165. We ran 116 green flag laps up to that point. That being said, that's going to give a lot of these drivers to get a chance to get back to pit road if they have any minor damage to get it fixed up and get back out there for a final run to the green with 46 laps to go approximately when we take the green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, lights are out on the pace car. These boys going through and they are stacking them up 2 by 2. And next time by, we will be going green with 46 laps to go.
Tyler Justice, Zach Lindgren going to take you back to the green flag. Andrew Cardinale, Spence Thompson right behind them. All four of them drivers are chase drivers. PJ Popham restarts 5th with the chase driver to his outside. That is Mike Bruno. Then right behind him are 2 more chase drivers. David Heise, Jason Alexander, and then next row, Craig Learman as well, another chase driver. So here we go. Who will take home the first night of the chase here in the Grand National Series? The pace car ducks down to pit road. Tyler Justice gets us set for the restart. He is back on the gas, and we are back underway at Kentucky. Spence Thompson and Zach Lindgren almost get together coming out of turn number 2. Good job by both of them to stay off of one another, but that's going to let Mike Bruno work to the inside of Spence Thompson in 3 and 4.
One of the things these cautions do, definitely do this late in the race, is cautions usually breed cautions, so it'll be interesting to see how quick these guys can get it sorted out and start running. There's quite a few fast cars out here, that's for sure. The 17 showing promise earlier, the 5 showed promise early, as well as the 19 of Mike Bruno. So be interested to see these top 10 cars, how fast they'll be running towards the front and try to close up that gap on the number 7 of Tyler Justice. He's gotten out to about a 1.5 lead already, Dewey.
Tyler Justice definitely been strong once he's been able to work his way up to the front. We still have a little bit of time left. 85 of Zach Lindgren and the 81 of Andrew Cardinale have both been very fast here this evening.
Don't look now. Alan Westman in the 17 just drove by the I side on the number 5 of Jason Alexander to take away 6th position. He's now got his car focused on the number 19, running 5th on Mike Bruno in the SimSpec PC Tower rig. Following him through was the 62 of David Heise. He'll move into 7th position. Jason Alexander running 5th, and the 43 of Craig Learman running 10th.
Mike Bruno once again trying to work to the inside of the 89 of Spence Thompson, but that allows the 17 of Alan Westman to catch up in turns 3 and 4, and Alan's going to try and get by him on the outside. Mike Bruno not going away here in turn number 4. This is a pretty good battle shaping up for the top 5.
Yeah, the 17, Alan Westman, holding firm on the high side, Dewey. He's just forcing that number 19 to Mike Bruno to use up his tires around the bottom of this track to try to hold on to that top 5 position. But at the flag stand, the 17, Alan Westman will pick up the top 5 in the 5th place position at this point.
Alan Westman trying to play chase spoiler here this evening at Kentucky. Has worked his way back into the top 5 after a spin and a little bit of damage to the right side of his race car. Now he sets his sights on the 89 of Spence Thompson. Meanwhile, Tyler Justice still out front by about 1.1 seconds over the 85 of Zach Lindgren. Seems like everybody able to settle in and find their groove here at Kentucky. Alan Westman still trying to find a way around the 89 of Spence Thompson as they are catching the 81 of Andrew Cardinale.
I think right now a lot of these drivers have figured out, now's the time to conserve their equipment and their tires for a long green flag run as we're all starting to get sorted back out. You won't see these guys charging as hard as they were earlier in that green flag run so far. So be interesting to see how this boils out as Spence Thompson dives to the bottom of the 81. Andrew Cardinale and Mike Bruno follows Spence to the bottom as Alan Westman is kind of mired behind the slower car of the 81 of Andrew Cardinale as he now was able to drop to the bottom in front of the 62 of David Heiza.
Spence Thompson able to complete the pass over Andrew Cardinale. Andrew not going away, still on the outside. Mike Bruno's trying to follow Spence on the inside with Alan Westman close in tow. Andrew Cardinale way too high there. Is everybody going to be able to get by the 81?
Like he just pushed up through that corner and lost his momentum, got up into the slippery stuff, the marbles there, and just had a tough problem getting back to the throttle coming down the backstretch, Dewey, and open up the door for the other two drivers to get by him.
Andrew Cardinale dives down to the bottom of turns 1 and 2, gets by Alan Westman, hits the 19 of Mike Bruno coming off of 2, and Alan Westman going to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway. The 17 of Alan Westman splits both of them into turns 3 and 4. Great job by Alan Westman to take advantage of the mistake from the 81 of Andrew Cardinale.
That was one heck of a move by the 17 there, Dewey, where the 81 dive bomb in under the 19 and they touched doors, and both of those cars lost their momentum. That opened the door for the 17 to poke his nose right through there and pick up that position. Now he's got his eyes focused on the 89 at Spence Townsend, the American Revolutionary Colding.
Meanwhile, this is exactly what the 7 of Tyler Justice wanted to see. Is now 2.2 seconds ahead of Zach Lindgren last time past the stripe, as Tyler Justice now can take it easy a little bit on his equipment. Just keep an eye on the 85, and once he gets within striking distance, he can turn it back up again. Right now, differences remain about the same. Tyler Justice is your leader. Running in the second position right now is Zach Lindgren. He is about 2.3 seconds behind the lead. Spence Thompson running in third. He's 2.8 seconds back. Running in fourth, Alan Westman, 3.1 seconds back. And in fifth, Mike Bruno, 3.6 seconds behind Tyler Justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, next time by, we will have 26 laps to go here at the first race in the Grand National Series for the Chase at the visitmyrtlebeach.com 300 from Kentucky Motor Speedway, presented by MotorSims Racing Magazine. We've had some pretty interesting runs going on. 2 extremely long green flag runs tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We've only had 1 caution for a total of 4 laps of the 140 we've already ran this evening. Some fantastic driving we've seen put on tonight by the NMNTS crew and every single driver out here. I think what we've seen so far in this run, and these boys have given the 7 an opportunity to go out and extend his lead quite a bit. Last time by, he had a 2.4 second lead on the field. That being said, these guys are bunched up all within a second of each other behind him. So it'll be interesting to see if any of them are being able to save their equipment enough that they could actually make a run and try to run down the 7 when we get later on in this flag run or in this race. When we get about 10 laps to go, we should be able to see at that point who's been able to save their equipment, who hasn't. As I'm talking, we have a spin off of turn 4, and he holds on to it. That was Craig Lerman in the 43, ladies and gentlemen.
Right now, we have a pretty good battle going on between Bradley Wilson and Jason Burgess. They are battling for the 9th position. Jason Alexander was a part of that battle, able to drive by both of them and put himself into the 8th spot as he needs to try and advance as much as he can to get points for the chase. Right now, the 89 of Spence Thompson has been able to reel in the 85 of Zach Lindgren. Not found a way around him quite yet. Still has a little bit of time to try and find the best way around Zach Lindgren. But as these two battle, that's only going to let the 7 of Tyler Justice pull away and the 17 of Alan Westman to continue to play the chase spoiler and advance his position through the field. Spence Thompson finds his way to the inside of Zach Lindgren. They are still door-to-door after turn number 2. Zach Lindgren gets into the wall coming out of turn number 2. Looks like he's about to loop it, able to save it. But that is not good news for the 85, Zach Lindgren. He is going to lose a ton of positions here.
Not only a ton of positions, Dewey, he's going to lose a ton of power on his motor. It looks like was for a second there, thought about coming down pit road. That is going to be a big hit in the points for Zach Lindgren tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as he was currently running in the top 10 for the chase. Starting the chase, tied for 4th with Spence Thompson. That's going to move Zach Lindgren down into the top 10. He's currently in 12th position, as Craig Lerman in the 43 focuses his sights on him, trying to get back to him and take over that position.
Pretty good quiet rebound for the 62 of David Heise. He's worked his way back to the 6th position. Right now he's in a little bit of a battle with the 5 of Jason Alexander, but David Heise has quietly worked his way up into the 6th position, trying to gain on the 81 of Andrew Cardinale for the 5th position.
Coming across the start-finish line right now is the 7 of Tyler Justice. That last lap, he ran a 32 with a 108. Second place car, Spence Thompson, ran a 32 with a 163. Alan Westman ran a 32.68. 32.33 is Mike Bruno, and rounding out top 5, Andrew Cardinale at a 32.35. So currently, Tyler Justice is classing the field right now with his speeds. Makes it a little bit easier for him. He's got nobody around him, got nothing but clean air out in front of him, so he should be able to continue to hold those lap times. It's going to make for hard work for these other drivers out here to have to come back and catch up within the next 14 laps. It's 13 to go this time by.
Caution is out on the speedway. That's going to change everything. Looks like coming off of turn number 2, Kenneth Yontz and the 23 of Jason Burgess get together, and Jason Burgess takes a hard lick on the inside wall. Not what the 7 of Tyler Justice wanted to see here as the laps were winding down. He had a massive lead over Spence Thompson and the rest of the field.
Dewey, that is going to shake quite a few things up here, buddy. So these top 3 cars, I wonder if everybody's going to come to pit road. I think I would if I was the leader. Is somebody going to try to stay out and win it? Does not look like that way. So, Alan Westman does stay out at the last minute. He pulls back on the track. He's going for the win with 10 laps to go.
Well, he has nothing to lose. He's not in the chase. So the best thing that he can do at this point is just go out there and win the race. So Allen, the only car on the lead lap that did stay out. Everybody behind him, Kenneth Yontz, Jared Beasley, Sawyer Ott, Derek Robinson, they're all 1 lap down. Spence Thompson off pit road first. Andrew Cardinale in second. David Heise third. Mike Bruno fourth. Tyler Justice fifth. Not a good pit stop for the number 7.
When we restart this race, Dewey, Alan Westman will have just about 35 laps on his tires when we go back to green. So should be interesting to see how long they hold up. He's going to have a little bit of a battle with some guys back there behind him. So it's all going to come down to the race start and how soon he can quit out and if the clean air will take care of him or not.
So right now, in terms of chase drivers, Spence Thompson is sitting in maybe the best seat that you could possibly be sitting in as a chase driver. As it seems the middle line has been a little bit faster. Guys have been able to dive bomb on the bottom of the corners. But as you saw between Andrew Cardinale and Mike Bruno, your car does get pretty tight when you try that. So Spence Thompson, if he gets a good restart here, he might be able to put himself ahead of the other chase drivers. He just needs to have a better restart than the man who starts in the third position, Andrew Cardinale. The lights are out on the pace car. We'll be going green next time by just under 10 laps to go. Alan Westman will be your leader on the restart. Spence Thompson to his outside. Restarting in third, Andrew Cardinale. David Heiser restart fourth. Mike Bruno fifth. Tyler Justice sixth. And Jason Alexander seventh. Bradley Wilson eighth. Gordon Larson Jr. ninth. PJ Popham 10th. This one should be wild and crazy, folks. It comes down to the chase. It comes down to getting a win to advance in the next round. You tend to see some crazy things happen out on the racetrack. So once the pace car pulls in, Alan Westman is free to restart this race at any time. Pace car is on pit road, and now everybody just awaits Alan Westman to get back on the gas. Alan waiting a very long time here, and he is on the hammer, and we're back underway. They're three wide for fourth as Mike Bruno, Tyler Justice split David Heiza. Andrew Cardinale spinning in turn two, able to hold on to it. But that's going to allow Spence Thompson, and he's going to rocket past Alan Westman down the back straightaway in turns 3 and 4.
We got a battle for teammates. 7 and 19 make it 3 wide coming out of turn 4. As Tyler Justice takes over the second place position, Mike Bruno goes to third, and Alan Westman in 17 is getting freight trained by half the field.
In my opinion, Spence Thompson did everything he needed to do on that restart. Got a little bit better restart than Andrew Cardinale. He was able to not get involved in any type of the spin that Cardinale had and worked his way right by Alan Westman for the lead. Now he just needs to hold off the 7 of Tyler Justice, who is in striking distance right now.
It's one thing doing both these drives. They're driving as hard as they can. Both the 89 Spence Thompson, the American Revolutionary car, and the SimSpec PC Tower number 7 of Tyler Justice. You see Tyler Justice able to close the gap a little bit on entry into these corners, but Spence Thompson's able to pull away on exit. 6 to go this time by, ladies and gentlemen, and we have another battle in the NMNTS for a win here in the first race of the chase in the MyrtleBeach.com 300 at Kentucky Motor Speedway.
Tyler Justice has caught Spence Thompson, and Spence is going to try and make that number 89 as wide as the racetrack, as the laps are winding down, and Tyler Justice definitely been fast all night long. Spence needs to try and find a way to stay in front of the 7. Caution is out on the Speedway. Looks like Jason Alexander was getting loose off of turn number 4, able to gather it back up. Sawyer Ott really nowhere to go and ends up turning the 5 around. Right now, your top 5. Spence Thompson is your leader. Tyler Justice 2nd. Mike Bruno 3rd. David Heise 4th. And a great rebound for the 00 of Gordon Larson Jr. all the way back up to the 5th position. Seeing some smoke coming out of the back of the 81 of Andrew Cardinale. That is not good news. His chase hopes may or may not have just been lost here at Kentucky. Still has 2 more races to make his way through. This is not the night he was looking for here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it. We will be finishing this race under caution this evening. First race, chase race winner here at the VisitMyrtleBeach.com 300 from Kentucky Motor Speedway is going to be the number 89 at Spence Thompson, running the American Revolutionary Clothing car tonight. Second place will be Tyler Justice in the SimSpec PC Tower number 7, Mike Bruno in the other SimSpec PC Tower number 19 car, David Hiesa in the number 62 car pulling up the top 5. And Gordon Larson Jr. back fresh off of a win in the ARCA series, finishing in the top 5. 6th position will be Bradley Wilson. 7th will be PJ Popham. 8th will be Zach Lindgren. 9th finishing will be the 43, Craig Lerman. And 10th will be Michael Redding and Evel Knievel in the number 2. In the 11th place position will be Jason Alexander. Finishing 12th will Andrew Cardinale. Finishing 13th is number 114 of Jared Beasley. Finishing 14th will be Alan Westman. Finishing 15th is Sawyer Ott, 1 lap down. Kenneth Younts, 1 lap down in the 72. Derek Robinson in the 818 will be finishing 17th. Jason Burgess will be finishing 11th with Billy Hargrove, the old man, in the 22. Will be finishing 19th. Cody West in the 77th, finishing 20th, and John Behrens will finish 21st.
Well, here with Mike Bruno. Mike, not too bad of a start here for the chase. I know you'd like to have won it, but not too bad of a night here at Kentucky after getting into the wall early.
Yeah, that really took it out of me when that happened. It was my own fault. I just pushed it too hard. I think it was out of 4 and popped it good. Got like 20, 30 seconds of optional there, just enough to kind of slow me down a mile an hour or two. But got a little bit fixed, you know. I was real happy to see that long green flag around. I would have liked to have got one more early caution, you know, around lap 100 to fix the damage. But other than that, it was a really good race all around, and you know, not ecstatic about third, but I'll take that any day of the week.
One heck of a run, Mike. Great finish tonight for the SimSpec PC Sour boys. Both you and Tyler are on the podium, so good start to the chase. Anybody you want to thank out there?
Yeah, I appreciate it, bud. Well, first off, congrats to Spence on the win there. It was a good job by him. I know Tyler really wanted that one, and he just kind of got bit on pit road there a little bit, but great job by him and Spence both. It was fun racing with all them guys. But yeah, I want to thank my sponsor, SimSpec, as always. Thank you guys for what you do. Thank you, Michael and Bradley, for this awesome league, and thanks to all my teammates at MR Motorsports.
Yeah, definitely. Well, good luck moving forward here, and we'll be able to talk to you soon.
Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it.
Now here with the driver of the number 7 SimSpec PC Towers machine, Tyler Justice. You were pretty dominant here all night long. A little bit of a mishap on pit road, and that let Spence Thompson get by you there and eventually led him to the win. But second place, nonetheless, good job here tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I feel like I lost one there, but yeah, ran up front for most of the second half of the race. I think we took the lead at halfway, actually, and then yeah, that first caution came out. We were good, started pulling away again, and then when that second one came out, I knew they were just going to start piling up again. But yeah, and then that last caution went into the pits and slid through my box, got back a couple spots, fell back to 6th, but gained it back on the restart there pretty quick and ran Spence back down and was right on his back bumper, and the caution came out, and of course that ended it. But that's how it goes sometimes. All right, second place finish. We got ourselves placed good in the points right now, so gonna move on to next week, and hopefully we can get a win there.
Yeah, definitely, Tyler. It was fun to watch you run tonight. You were pretty doggone dominant out front in both opportunities you had there. That being said, anybody out there you want to thank?
Yes, sir. I want to thank my sponsor, SimSpec, for being on the car every week. I want to thank John Barry and Kenneth Yance. I want to thank all my teammates. Congrats to Spence, and I want to thank you guys in the booth.
Well, thank you very much. Enjoy your week. We will pick up with you again next Sunday night when we are back here in the ARCA series.
All right, appreciate it.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was our second place finisher, Tyler Justice. Dewey is tracking down our race winner tonight, number 89, Spence Thompson, in the American Revolution Equaling Rig.
Here with tonight's winner, Spence Thompson. Congratulations on the win. You got to win in the chase, and you move on to the next round. Good job.
Hey, thank you, guys. I tell you what, man, this team was really down on themselves after qualifying, man, not being able to get a qualifying lap down, and just we had such confidence going in there after practice, though. But like I said, after not being able to knock down a qualifying lap, starting in the back, we knew it was going to be an uphill battle today, man. But these guys showed their true grit and toughness today, and just all their hard work, man. Just can't say enough about all these guys. All the support from American Revolutionary Clothing, Motor Sim Racing Association, all these guys on this WFO team. Man, you just couldn't have rid it any better than this, man. I mean, we had a hard-fought battle there at the end with Tyler, and like I said, just can't thank enough of all these guys on this team, man. They just really worked their butts off today, and it definitely showed.
Yeah, for sure. That final restart, you were in the catbird seat, definitely coming off of pit road first. You basically won that race coming off of pit road because you lined up outside of the 17 who hadn't pitted for 35 laps. As you quickly saw, you were able to overcome him and just run away.
Yeah, and on that restart, I mean, I was trying to anticipate the thing like as best as I could, and I mean, he took off, I took off, Cartinelli was able to get by me, but I kind of had enough confidence if we were able to get that outside line to stick like we did right there. I figured we'd get a good heck of a run on him coming out of 2 right there, and we definitely did. We were able to charge to the front, keep it there, and like I said, Tyler was closing in on us at the end right there, and I mean, it would have been a heck of a deal to battle against him at the end. I mean, he's been one of the strong cars all season. But I'll tell you what, after starting 20th today and being able to pick up this win, we'll be able to move on to the next round. It's going to be awesome, man. We're coming for it.
Well, once again, congratulations, Spence. A job well done here at Kentucky, and we will be talking to you hopefully next week.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, there you have it, Dewey. That was one pretty exciting race tonight that the NMNTS boys put on. A couple of late cautions. Other than that, primarily nothing but green flag racing all night long. It was something else watching these guys handle these cars with over 40 laps on their tires.
A great race indeed here at Kentucky. Hard-fought battle once again. Congratulations to Spence Thompson, Tyler Justice, and Mike Bruno, and everybody for a great race here this evening. We want to say thanks to everybody who tuned in here on YouTube here tonight. If you haven't already, please subscribe and give the video a like. That helps us out a ton. If you haven't, go ahead and check us out on Facebook as well, nobreaks.tv. Also, the NMNTS, they are on Facebook as well. You can keep up to date with the points and everything that they're doing in all 3 series and what they are planning to do moving forward into next season. Again, my name is Dwayne Lorzell, Dewey Lorzell, the Duck, whatever you want to call me. I want to say thanks to Tom and Tom here at No Breaks for letting me come up here and announce each and every night that the NMNTS are running. And we will hand it over to Mr. Tom V, the birthday boy, to close us out.
Thanks a lot, Dewey. Great job again tonight, as always, on the commentating. You're one of the best in the business, and that's obvious every time we get together. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a big shout out to our sponsors tonight, Motor Sims Racing Magazine. Go check them out at www.motorsimsracing.com. They are primary series sponsor at all 3 series here at the NMNTS. They do one heck of a job, and we can't thank them enough for being on board. Also want to give a big shout out to BA Graphics being on board, Race In, Race Out, and TN Designs gets a big shout out tonight. Also tonight too, a big thank you for them sponsoring our Pole Award winner this evening. Want to say a big thank you also to two of our other major sponsors who are on board night in, night out. First and foremost, Hancock Oil Can Quality Goods. Go take a look at those people, ladies and gentlemen, at their website, www.oilcanhancocks.com. They do one heck of a job with some men's fragrances out there. So we got Christmas coming up, or looking for something special for a significant other. Make sure you use their shopping code Thunder17 online to pick up that product. And last but definitely not least, SimSpec PC Towers got a big thank you to Ken Yelns and John Barron for everything you guys do for this league and sponsoring SimSpec PC Towers, ladies and gentlemen. They are experts in building PC towers for your average simulator person. So whether you're going to want to do the simulation in farming, racing, or flight simulators, go take a look at them and check out their website. They've got definite packages over there for those that are on a budget, and who aren't, they can get you set up with something pretty special. Again, their website is www.simspec.com. And I just want to give a big shout out to all our viewers out here tonight on Facebook and YouTube. Big thank you for joining us here at the Visit MyrtleBeach.com 300 from Kentucky Motor Speedway. This was the first race of the chase. So we will be back with you again next week, starting on Sunday night at 8 p.m. For No Breaks TV. I'm Tom Vanas for Dewey Lozelle and Tom Jenks. Have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in.